The rain had come suddenly that evening, cold, relentless, and soaking everything in its path. Tom Reynolds, a single dad and part-time mechanic, wrapped his fraying jacket tighter around his daughter Emily as they rushed into the glowing warmth of Miller's Diner, the only place open late on the edge of town. Emily was 8, curious and bright, with a smile that could light up a room, but lately, Tom hadn't seen it as often. He was trying. Working long hours. Saving every penny. But the bills piled up like the plates he hadn't washed at home. He guided her to their usual booth in the corner, the one near the jukebox that still played Elvis if you smacked it just right. But tonight wasn't about them. As Tom held open the door, he noticed a young woman crouched outside near the dumpster. She had 2 small kids clinging to her, drenched and shivering. Her clothes were threadbare. One child was crying. The other just looked tired, defeated. Tom hesitated. They weren't his responsibility. But then Emily tugged on his hand. "Daddy," she whispered, "they look cold, like we did last winter." And just like that, Tom knelt beside the woman. "Hey," he said softly. "You all okay?" The woman looked up, startled. I didn't mean to bother anyone. We were just trying to stay dry." "You hungry?" Tom asked. She paused. "We haven't eaten since yesterday." Tom looked at his wallet. $23. Just enough for 2 cheap meals if he skipped the fries. He bit the inside of his cheek. "We'll make it work," he said. "Come on." Inside, they all squeezed into the booth. The woman's name was Rachel. Her kids were Lily and Max, 5 and 3. They'd left their apartment when her landlord raised the rent overnight. She'd been trying to get to her cousin's house across the state, but the bus ticket was too expensive. They'd walked 5 miles that day alone. Tom ordered pancakes and grilled cheese for the kids, and split a plate of eggs with Emily. Rachel hesitated before accepting a half-eaten piece of toast. They laughed. Shared stories. For a few hours, it didn't matter that none of them had much. They were warm. Federal together. As they got up to leave, Tom handed Rachel the last few bills from his pocket. "It's not much. But maybe it'll help get you to your cousin." Rachel took it with trembling hands. "You didn't have to do this." He smiled. "Someone helped me once. Just passing it on." She hugged him. Not a polite hug, but one full of gratitude and tears and the weight of a mother who had nearly given up. The next morning, Tom went back to the diner. But something was different. The waitress who usually served him came rushing over. "You wouldn't believe what happened," she said breathlessly. "That woman you helped last night. She came back this morning. Said she wanted to thank you. And get this." She lowered her voice. "She's not homeless. She's Rachel Monroe. As in Monroe Diners. She owns the whole chain. She was doing a personal audit, traveling unannounced to her locations to see how the company was treating people." Tom blinked. "What?" "She was in disguise. Said she wanted to know what it felt like to be invisible. You saw her when no one else did." 2 weeks later, Tom got a call from an unknown number. Rachel's voice was soft, but confident. "I meant what I said about thanking you. I want to offer you a job. A management position at one of our new locations, benefits, salary, the works." Tom was speechless. She continued, "You didn't help me because you thought I was somebody. You helped because you're somebody." Tom stood behind the counter of a brand new Monroe diner just 10 miles from his old apartment. Emily sat at the corner booth doing homework, laughing with Lily and Max, who now called her their bonus sister. Business was thriving, but more importantly, the diner had become something more, a place where kindness was served just as often as coffee. And every night, before he closed up, Tom would look at the framed photo Rachel had sent, the 5 of them huddled in that booth on the rainy night that changed their lives. Beneath it, she'd written. Compassion is the real currency. You made the world warmer. Thank you. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness creates a ripple that changes lives. Always choose compassion, you never know who's sitting across from you.